Hi guys, I wanted to talk about this since I made a Throwback Thursday video on this topic. It's test taking. So just to update you guys from the Throwback Thursday video, in that video I was going to retake the ACT, which if you don't know what the ACT is, it's an exam that is supposed to help you with your entrance into college, but let me tell you my experience and why it's not the end of the world if you don't do well on this test. So, I am, however, encouraging everyone to try to do the best that they can and take the ACT as many times as you possibly can. But I'm not a really good test taker, and for me, 2 was my limit, okay? So I took the first ACT, which was offered to me personally at the high school that I went to, and I didn't get the test results that I wanted. I was 2 points away from 18. I might have been 3. I believe I got a 15 actually the first time I took it. If you're not familiar with the ACT or you're about to take the ACT, basically with the ACT, if you get an 18 or higher, your probable chance of getting into programs and stuff like if you want to be in an honors program, or if you want to it just looks good on a resume to have an 18 or above. That's what they tell you anyway, to have an 18 or above. So I took this test the first time and I got a 15. Definitely not what I wanted. I took it very difficult because education is super important to me and the people, in my life. Education is really important. And it took me a while to kind of get over that, really. I know that sounds dumb. For a lot of people, it's just a test. You take it. If you do good, you do good. If you don't, you don't. Which most of the time is how I look at a test, but they had hyped this test up so much and made it sound so important. I was really nervous taking it. Both times I was very nervous. And I had high ambitions that I was going to go to a university. I thought taking this test would make the possible chance of me going greater. And we're going to get into college in just a second. Just hang in there. So I took this test, like I said, first time, 15. Got real upset about it. And then I took the test again, a second time, at my local community college, which I had to go on a Saturday. I know. Had to go on a Saturday, and I had to get up at 7 o'clock on a Saturday. I know. And so I went and took this test. The requirements for the stuff that you had to have in order to take the exam was a photo ID, and you had to bring your own calculator. I brought my own pencils, calculator. The only thing I didn't bring was scratch paper, but they supplied me with that. A couple other people that I knew from my high school was down there taking the test, and a couple of people from that community college, I think, might have been down there. Most of the time when people are taking the ACT, they're trying to get an 18 or above, as I mentioned. Some programs that people want to go into, like around here in my local area, if you want to go into a certain nursing program, or if you want to pass a certain nursing program, you have to have a 21 on the ACT, and your overall score, your composite score. Composite means your total score. So I took it a second time, and I got my results a couple of months, into summer break. So I graduated, did all that, And then I got my results, and I did not get an 18. I only got a point above a 15. So I got a 16. It wasn't even a 17, 18, nothing. It was a 16. But I had worked really hard for that 16, and I was very proud of myself for getting that 16. The cool thing about the ACT is, or one of the cool things rather, is that it's broken up, as I mentioned in that Throwback Thursday video, as math, science, English, reading, okay? And I mentioned earlier I wanted to go to university, but going to university is sort of, you got to have your financial stuff, your financial plan figured out, like, are you going to live on campus, are you not, all this other stuff. So I did not go to university. I went to the local college that I retook the ACT at. And the reason I was saying that there's a cool part to it is, if you go to a college and they accept the ACT, and let's say you do really good on reading, like me. I did really well. My high score was reading. Because I did really well on the reading, I didn't have to take a certain class that everyone else had to take when I got into college. Well, not everyone. Some people had to take it, some people didn't. I was one of the ones that didn't have to take this class. So I was able to kind of move up slowly. It's taken me a while with community college. You wouldn't think it would be like difficult, but I had a semester where I did really bad and had to make up some classes, which this video isn't me telling you don't try on the ACT. It's just telling you that life does go on after you take this test. Even if you do really, like not so good on it, or if you get the score you don't want, it's not the end of the world, because at the end of the day, you're going to wake up another day and you're going to keep living your life pretty much. So I made accommodations to my circumstance. Had some financial issues, couldn't afford to, I'm just being honest, couldn't afford at the time to go to a university, and didn't have a job and things like that. So it made like living off the campus or on campus really hard. So I decided to do a community college where I could commute back and forth. So yeah. Another thing, if you have to stay home a couple of years coming out of high school, that's totally fine as well. It doesn't make you any better or any worse than anyone else. It just means that you're trying to get up on your feet and figure your own way. So if you are getting ready to take the ACT right now, take your time and try your hardest. Do the best you possibly can with the test that you're taking. If you're not taking the ACT but you're taking another exam and it's just as important, try your hardest, and if you don't get the score you want, you can always take it again. You can keep taking the ACT as long as you can. Some places offer free vouchers depending upon the school that you go to. Our school that I went to, you had so many free vouchers until you had to pay for the test. If you do have to pay for the test, usually it tends to be somewhere between, or at least here locally for me, it was like $35 at the time, which is a lot for a high school student. So if you can find a way to take the test for free, take advantage of it. If it's taking it at your school, taking it at your local college, taking it wherever you need to take it, take advantage of it if you can. I tried studying, but honestly, that doesn't do all that much. So with this particular test, I recommend you just kind of go in and try. You can get a tutor to help you, like study if you wish to study. If you think that will help, you can try that. You can take a couple of practice rounds of it. You can do stuff like that. It's totally fine. But like I said, life does go on if you don't do well on this test. I'm here to tell you right now, I am finished with my community college experience as of right now. I haven't got my diploma yet. The graduation day is set. With this community college, you don't necessarily have to walk through the graduation if you don't want to. So as of right now, as I'm recording this, I don't know if I'm going to walk through or not. I don't really know. But it does go on. I'm finishing up community college. I'm okay with that as of now. Hopefully I'll eventually, with time, get to go to another university or something. I really like to learn. That's my thing. Like, I like to learn, but the getting up early part, not really my thing. But if it means that I'm going to learn something, I like that part of it. I love getting educated and learning as much as I can. So yeah, life does go on. I'm living proof of that. If you don't get the test score that you want, it doesn't mean that you're worthless or stupid or any other thing like that. I appreciate you watching this video. Hopefully this is some words of encouragement for all of you that got a score you didn't like or are about to take the test. Let me just say this: if you are about to take the test, good luck. Fingers crossed that you get the score you want. And thanks so much for watching this video. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and comment down below your thoughts on the ACT or the SAT or any other test that you have to take. Feel free to send some tips for anyone that needs any tips for the ACT down below. And if you want to talk one-on-one, my social media accounts are down there. One more thing, if you're not subscribed to my channel, make sure you click that red box down there and make it white so that you're subscribed, because I can use all the support in the world, and I got some cool videos coming up and you don't want to miss them. So thanks so much for watching this. I will see you guys next Saturday. I hope you have a great day, and bye.